Today, in news that nobody asked for, RFK Jr. is going mega viral in all the wrong ways and getting brutally roasted online after announcing he's becoming a podcast bro.
I hope you'll join us in our mission to make America healthy again.
No! God, please, no!
An announcement that left the internet wondering, well,
what the fuck is this piece of shit?
and when I say the health secretary was getting brutally roasted for deciding to moonlight as a podcaster, I mean capital B brutally, from all sides. Like, even anti-vax conspiracy lunatics are pissed at him over this. And we'll break down the viral announcement video as well as all of the roasting right after y'all smash like and subscribe to join the Really American Resistance. But on top of all of that, this announcement was made very conveniently for RFK only the day after an excerpt from a new biography laid bare his salacious alleged past infidelity. Which makes this line about what his podcast is all about dripping with irony.
This podcast is about telling the truth, especially when it's uncomfortable.
Oh my God, bro. Oh, hell no, man. What the fuck, man?
I don't know what could be more uncomfortable than listening to the guttural ASMR of the Secretary Kennedy podcast, other than maybe being married to him. More on all of that in a minute, but for now, here is the now viral for all the wrong reasons trailer that nobody liked of the podcast that nobody asked for.
For decades now, Americans have been told that we should trust the system, but our children are sicker, chronic diseases exploding, and the answers that we've been given aren't working. Many of us have come to the conclusion that government actually lies to us. I'm Robert F. Kennedy Jr., your HHS secretary. This podcast is about telling the truth, especially when it's uncomfortable. I'm going to have fearless conversations with critical thinkers, including independent doctors, respected scientists, and leaders in medical innovation and research. I'm going to ask the questions and lift the taboos and expose the hypocrisy and the conflicts and the corruption. We're going to follow the evidence wherever it leads. And we're going to name the names of the forces that obstruct the path to public health. This isn't going to be about politics. It's about our families, it's about our children. It's about confronting the spiritual malaise and embracing the truth. If we want a healthy nation, we have to confront the lies that have made us spiritually, morally, and physically sick. The time for half measures is now over. We're launching a new era of radical transparency in government here at HHS. I hope you'll join us in our mission to make America healthy again.
Yeah. And needless to say, nobody online liked that. You had people responding with the meme from The Office just saying, another podcast. Someone said, anything but actual work, am I right? And it's been over a year and RFK Jr. has done nothing to improve health in this country. So what does he choose to do next? Become a podcast bro. And like I said, even fans of his were pissed about this. This woman said, fuck off. In 2024, I was a MAHA mom that backed you. We met when I was recovering from a life-saving stem cell transplant due to non-Hodgkin's lymphoma, the exact cancer linked to glyphosate. You not only betrayed me, but cancer warriors across the country. This was a very common theme in the comments, with this person writing, excited for your first episode on how you betrayed everyone on banning glyphosate as a pesticide. Linking to this article from the AP, titled, RFK Jr. fought pesticides for years, now he's backing their production. And people were rightfully and hilariously brutal to RFK as well, saying, you sound like somebody's actively drowning you. Y'all are so cringe, how about you criminalize glyphosate instead? This one, it says, your fucking head looks like a hunk of beef jerky that has been dried in a nuclear reactor. You've done nothing in the last year but bring measles back. No one wants to listen to a fucking podcast from your dumb grifting ass. And bro can't even stop Trump from providing immunity shields for glyphosate companies, but wants to start a podcast now. We don't want you to talk about stuff. All your talking led to this moment of you at HHS. Do something or step down and podcast like Bongino. This is corny. But not only is it corny, it actually comes off as a desperate attempt to cover up the damning revelations from this new book that just came out. The bombshell biography, RFK Jr., The Fall and Rise, by investigative reporter Isabel Vincent, reveals haunting new details of RFK Jr.'s second wife, Mary Richardson Kennedy's final days. The book revealed many troubling details about their marriage and drew from RFK Jr.'s private diaries, some of which were sex diaries, which are like, yikes, and interviews with people close to the couple. The two married in 1994, and to outsiders, their life full of family success and wealth appeared ideal. RFK Jr. himself wrote in his diary, which, like, seriously, dude? No shade on people who journal, that's probably very healthy, but the idea of this macho MAHA alpha now podcast bro having a diary is so fucking corny as well. Anyway, at one point he wrote in this diary, "I've been given everything that any person could wish for. And yet, I'm always on the lookout for something I can't have to wreck it all." Classic fucking toxic masculinity. He goes on to explain, "No matter how much I have, I want more." And the book actually describes this drive for more as a key factor in their troubled relationship. It also details his struggles with infidelity and what he called lust demons. Though to be fair, those were probably just the brainworms. Sources say his behavior contributed to Mary's struggles with depression and alcohol. One quote saying he definitely gaslit her and told her that she was crazy and that her accusations about other women were fantasies. And his gaslighting and infidelity led to their marriage falling apart and then the divorce proceedings turning contentious. They fought over money, custody, and his relationship with actress Cheryl Hines, who he's now still currently married to, all of which led to Mary dying by hanging in the barn of the family home in Bedford, New York at the age of 52. And people brought up in the comments as well that her death was actually referenced in the Epstein files. Midas Touch posted this. Here's Epstein after being told he has, quote, permission to kill an unidentified man. Whoops. Epstein after being told Mary Kennedy was found dead in her backyard. Whoops. And the autopsy showed that Mary Kennedy, then going through a messy divorce with estranged husband RFK Jr., had her fingers in between her neck and the noose as if she was having second thoughts. A former New York City medical examiner said, quote, I have investigated many by hanging, and I've never seen that. And that's just scratching the surface. I mean, there was so much more like really messed up stuff in this article that I kind of can't even talk about here on YouTube. So I'll leave the link to this article in the description if you guys want it. But it's just insane to me that these monsters and absolute fucking losers are so confident lying to, deceiving, and grifting the American people. And then they have the audacity to sit here and think we want a fucking podcast from them? Are you kidding me? Can we please put some women in charge and not Pam Bondi or Christy fucking Noem? At this point, it feels like a requirement to be in the Trump administration that you have to be A, a shitty person, and B, in Jeffrey Epstein's fucking orbit. But I guess that's what you get when you let the Epstein class become the ruling class. I didn't even get to mention his stupid fucking Kid Rock promo that we covered on the channel in a previous video. But yeah, I'll leave it here at the end to show you how fucking corny these MAGA asshat losers are. And if you want to help us take them the fuck down, then be sure to support the work we're doing here at Really American by hitting that like button and subscribing. And for Really American, I'm Kenny Hesse, and I'll see you guys in the next one.
Where's Kid?